Hi, I'm Peter Vaillant. I'm a British abstract artist, and this is one of my creations underway at the moment, and I'm loving it. So, don't know if you know that I'm studying as well. So, um, I eventually want to get a PhD in fine art, and there are numerous artists that I love. From day one, I've always loved Francis Bacon. Um, but in the abstract world, it would be John Hoyland, Hans Hofmann, uh, Adnan. There is quite a few. So here you find me on my own in my lovely clean studio, working on this very large piece. If I just get a little bit closer, you can see how large it is. It's larger than me. And I'm trying to adapt the focus of it now so I can get a form of language. So an artist called Hans Hofmann uh, was a lecturer and taught some very, very big artists. So I always check out these people. So the artist was Hans Hofmann, and he said colour had a language of its own and would communicate and would have a sort of push and pull. I think the mythology here is uh, its depth and the way uh, it gave that sort of like three-dimensional feeling to a painting. And we're talking abstract paintings here. So yeah, uh, it's just coming together. Like you had John Hoyland saying basically when he was painting that he didn't know what colours he was going to use. He just cracked on and created these images. Um, and he also said that basically he didn't believe anybody wanted them. I can say honestly, yes, people did because I got two of them. Um, I just think this is my happy time, my happy place, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Um, People say, "Oh, how much is that worth?" And it annoys me a little bit, because I'm not doing it. I don't care how much that is really. You know, what I care about is, um, are people going to know who painted it? Me, Peter Vaillant. Is it going to be hung somewhere? Let's hope so. Um, is someone going to buy it? Well, that's another aspect, isn't it? Today we have critics out there that are telling people what to buy and what not to buy. I think the days where we've decided what we like and what we don't like have physically gone, unfortunately, and we're marred by people pushing us into different uh, genres. Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, I do have people buying my artwork, and that is physically great. And while we're speaking now on this video, I'm exhibiting for a month out in Monaco. So you got to say to yourself, bloody hell, you're in Monaco. One of the richest places. I think there's more billionaires in every square meter than there is anywhere else in the world. So I'm going out there in a couple of weeks just to have a look and see what's going on. I think it's because I like my work. I like to see where it is. But let's take some photographs and show you guys what it looks like. So I have my larger stuff out there, a bit like this. So it'll be more expensive. And going back to what I was saying before, um, it's not the money that I'm interested in. It's the fame and the notice, basically. I want to be a British abstract artist. I want to be known as a British abstract artist. So, like I said before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tackle now this area, and I want to drop a magenta on here. So fingers crossed you'll be able to see this as it's getting laid. So, and I'm going to put quite a bit down here because I want to now start building up the texture of the paint, which is acrylic, and start covering over the indentations of the canvas. So I'm going to move it up here to this red, and for me that's already adapting that area for me. So I'm just going to whack some more of this on here, and I'm using a smaller palette knife just to work this area today. But I normally work with a quite a large white plastic plastic palette knife. Now I'm liking that, and I'm liking the texture. But what I want to do is I want to mirror. This is going to be new for me, so I want to mirror this here. So this is a depiction of the City of London and the aspects of its architecture. So why I say mirror, if you can imagine, it's not, but if you can imagine that that was the river at night, so you'd have maybe illumination here, but you'd also have a reflection in the water. So this is what I'm trying to achieve with this technique. So don't forget that my canvases have 4 aspects to it. So it can be turned, you can have it on the wall displayed 4 ways, but I try to do one aspect of a whole area, allow that to dry, and then review it over a couple of weeks. And then I'll turn the aspect around 90 degrees, look at more colour diaries, and then start again, basically. And that's how this style of painting is created. So I'm just going to get another tube of paint, and I'll see you in a moment. So with that magenta laid down, I'm going to add a cadmium red to it, which is going to lay to the right of it heavily and quite thick, and I will be touching the paint, so if it does mix, that'd be an addition to what's going on with the communication. So I'm loving that. That's looking really good, and it's echoing on the other reds and orange, which is sitting there. But once again, I am going to go down and mirror this aspect here. So I am hoping that you can actually view this and see it. If not, when I've finished. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do like a square, but I'm just going to drop it down here and allow the paint just to. There you go. So I've allowed the paint or the palette knife just to touch the paint and canvas. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. It's saying a lot more to me now. So what I'm going to do is, you might see there's a yellow just here. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to enlarge that area there and get that yellow and strike it down again, but build that yellow up. Fingers crossed. So artists talk about sustainability, But my theorem of sustainability isn't really about the materials that I'm using. Because I've got to be honest, I don't um, ponder, or I don't want to say worry, but I don't overthink what I'm doing with my paints and resins. I honestly believe that I'm not damaging our ecosystem. If anything, I'm using those materials to a better purpose. And the longevity of these are going to be over probably 200, 300 years. So if when I conclude an artwork like those plastics in here, won't be, fingers crossed, won't be on a landfill site. They'll be on someone's wall or within a museum. I like the unevenness of what's going on here. You won't be able to see it. I would have to zoom in, unfortunately. I can't do that while I'm painting, but there are virtually many textures on this yellow that I've just put down. What I'll do is I'll come in and do a close-up of what I've done and how I've finished it. And I'll just finish it off by pushing the palette knife down as hard as it possibly goes. Not to clean the palette knife, but to just sort of have that translucent feel between this yellow and that vibrant pink that's going on there. So I can see both those colours. So it's translucent. And dropping once again something different. So what I want to do now is there's already a blue there, so I just want to patch this with a lovely sort of, I don't know, summer sky blue. And notice that I've never mirrored this. It's exactly the same. So it's one line striking through from the two colours I put the two colours I put on originally, going straight down and past them. I'm going to emphasize this green a little bit more to the left, and maybe redo this dark area. But people just say, oh, do abstract artists just throw things together? No, there's a theory to what I'm doing. This is the foundation. This is what I've seen over a year of how images and the forms and the colour have changed on the buildings, the glasswork in the City of London. And I come back to different studios, either in London or here, and I'll start painting on a large canvas like this of these smaller colour diaries that I've created. And then I'll just manipulate parts of an area of a colour diary and lay it down. So literally in 3 months, this whole area may be completely different, because when the aspects change, like I said, I might be striking a colour through this. So this is what I find exciting. It's in the development. I'm building the painting, so I'm going into that architecture. I am the builder. I am the creator. And once I've finished, and it's very hard to say that I've finished, because there's sometimes, I've seen a painting 5 years on when I've gone around to a client's house and I've seen it on the wall, or I've gone into a location where it's hanging, and I just think to myself, do you know what? There could have been just a few differences here that I could have done. But then with any artist, that stays in your mind, and that always moves on to that next painting. For an abstract artist anyway, it will move on. So you keep that. It's like your diary. You write your notes, and it's just going back. So my memories are like my notes. Anyway, that's me waffling on. Let's crack on with this.